representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. This makes it up to the 25. Now have the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that you have.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Smith on first down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try and get that one to Brock Bowers. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
A loss of 4 yards brings up third down and 14.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. They send a man in motion. Here he goes, third and long. Has him on a quick hitter. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
He can't hang on to the pass. So second down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air, Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on third down, but they chose to throw for it instead of running.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
There we go, throw it.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We got to switch it up.
Notion man left is Lockett. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. That's a Vegas first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. And go play fake here with Smith. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
And again, it's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Smith's going to throw again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Sending the tight end in motion left. This is Genty on second. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Back to Genty. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Just 1 yard on the play, a couple of real nice stops, forced 4th and 1. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Carlson's kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Darius Davis to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Herbert back to throw. He finds Johnston. He's Dicker winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hampton now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Once that quarterback goes to pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On third down, Herbert taking a chance to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers take a second quarter lead.
Chargers.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 7, Raiders 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Mostert on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play action. Here's Smith. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
The play fake. Now Smith to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And that'll bring up second down. Man in motion here. Smith will try again on second. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Smith to the air. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing on third, Smith. Finds his man over the middle. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Carlson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This is Hassan Haskins now to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Throwing on first is Herbert. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert from the gun. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's, as we expected, partner, we call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. Mostert on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter. But that is enough time to get a drive together. Raiders just about ready for this one. And it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they will not score. They needed one more step to make it, but they are going to take over at the goal line.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Out comes the Charger offense late in this 1st half. They only really have to fall forward to reach the end zone here, Brock, as this drive starts with 1st and goal from the 1.
59, 59. What is it? 380. Go, let's go.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. And the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here.
Set.
Hampton gets the handoff. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
It was Dicker that kicked off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Mostert on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Forces one through Joe coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! And the Chargers have the football just a tick beyond midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Crowd right. Set. 380. Ready.
It's Herbert once more. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson.
The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. And Lockett makes the ground. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's a design run. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. Geno Smith with a touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hack, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, it's Haskins. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Here's Hampton to open the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
Herbert now. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air, Herbert. Looking for big yards on the right side. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Under the gun, here's Hampton. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
Taken down at the
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. To throw, Herbert. Into traffic, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first at second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers lead by 14. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, the offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Mostert on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And the touchdowns got to keep coming from as they still trail here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Smith. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Smith on 3rd and short. It's a screen play to Genty. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Throwing now, Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win.
Ready?
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Set. Ready? Ray. Set.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Going all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Crowd right.
Here he goes, third and long. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chargers.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Brought in right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-out completion that nets them a first down.
Herbert from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers likely locked up the win right there. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Mostert on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 and the
put a receiver in motion left.
line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That play right there, Nate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
22 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Smith yet again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down. Working quickly here. Notion man left is Lockett. From the gun, Smith. Brought in by his goalkeeper, it's Jency. And they make the stop, let's say about the 37-yard line.
Brings up third down.
Smith on third and long. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Hampton trying the left side. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8. So nice pickup there, second and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
It's Hampton on second. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Again, it's Hampton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs from the 37.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Going right this time with Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. On fourth down, here's Herbert. Double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. He's there for the interception. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Smith on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ballgame.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Chargers make one of their best plays in the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.